Any position that's comfortable for you. You can leave the legs out, have them crossed, whatever works for you, that's fine. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to place our, Meg, can I get you to mute yourself? Is that all right, please? Sorry, thank you. Only because we can hear some sort of backlash. Thank you. So we're going to put our first finger and our middle finger on our foreheads, and then you've got your thumb and your little finger free. So what we're going to do is alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to block one nostril as you breathe in one, hold it at the top. You'll then block the open nostril and open the opposite one, breathing out. You'll breathe in the nostril that's open, hold it at the top, block, breathe out. So you're thinking about blocking alternate nostrils. So you're breathing up through one and out through the other. Hi Kirsty, you alright? That's alright, don't worry. Don't poke yourself in the eye, so tuck this little finger out of the way. Okay, so if you want to do so, close into the eyes. And then block the right nostril with your finger. Breathe in through the left. Hold at the top, block then the left nostril, and exhale out the right. Inhale then through the right nostril. Hold it at the top, block the right nostril, exhale out the left. Then again, inhale up, block the left nostril, release and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Hold, block the right, exhale then through the left. Again, inhale through the left. Block the left, hold it, release through the right. And again, breathe in. Holding it at the top, swapping the fingers over, exhale. Inhale through that same nostril. Holding at the top, block the left, exhale through the right. Again, inhale then through the right. Block the right, exhale through the left. Two more here, so breathe in through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale. Block the right. Exhale through the left. So last one here, inhale through the left. Block the left then. Exhale through the right. Now allow the hand then to just fall into the lap. And take a minute then with the eyes closed if you're happy to do so, to notice how the breath and the body feel now. Perhaps you feel slightly lightheaded. That will alter the more you practice breathing techniques. So just allow a minute now to start the class then, to let go of your story and thoughts from the day and the week before you. Allow yourself to then be present on the mat today for your practice. And focus just upon yourself. Remembering throughout that we cannot nurture anybody else until we nurture ourselves. So allow this time on the mat today to be clear of any thoughts and feelings that will interrupt or upset. And just allow yourself to be present in time for you. When you're ready then, slowly inhale. Exhale, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. And then gently open into the eyes. Give yourself a minute then to sit comfortably. I will pop some music on and we can start our warm up. So Meg, let me know if the music's too loud and I can turn it down. I don't even know where it's gone. That's coming out of the phone. It is all lovely and relaxed. Now technology's let me go. Oh, you've done it at the back if you want, or you've done it. Can't see. Aha. Okay, so we're going to go into our warm-up now. So then take the chin down to the chest. As you inhale, come up to centre. Exhale then all the way up to the ceiling. Really take the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale back to centre. Exhale all the way down again, tucking the chin in that little bit more. Inhale, come up. Exhale all the way up again. Take those shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, come back to centre. Exhale, tuck that chin in again. Take it as deep now as you can towards the chest. Feel the stretch then from the midbrain all the way down the central nervous system of the spine into the pelvis. Inhale now, come up. Exhale all the way up to the ceiling. Really draw the shoulders away from the ears. Give space to the muscle fibers of the neck. Inhale, come back to centre. Exhale now, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to centre. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, back to centre. Then turn the right ear to the right shoulder. Draw the left away in opposition. So really feel that stretch then increase down the side of the neck. Inhale, come up to centre. Exhale, left ear to the left shoulder, drawing the right away in opposition. Now when you're ready, allow the nose to roll forward, bringing the nose then to the right shoulder, as if you're drawing a semicircle with the nose, and back the other way. And again, round to the right. Really feel the tension then leaving the neck. So make this one your last. And then come up to centre. So take the arms out to the side. Spread and separate then into the fingers. Take the first finger to thumb. Come forwards with your circle. Push in then to the heels of the hands. Backwards with your circle. Pushing into the heels of the hands. Spread and separate the fingers. Second finger to thumb. Come forwards. Pushing into the heels of the hands. And backwards. Oh, cracked there. Pushing into the heels of the hands. Spread and separate the fingers, third finger to thumb. Come forwards with your circle. Push then into the heels of the hands. Backwards with your circle. Push into the heels of the hands. Spread and separate the fingers, then little finger to thumb. Forwards with your circle. Pushing into the heels of the hands. Backwards then with your circle. Pushing into the heels of the hands. Spread and separate the fingers then. Really push into the heels of the hands. Little circles forward. Keep breathing. Allow the circles to become bigger and more dynamic. Notice your crossed legs today, Kirsty. And then when you're ready, you're going to reverse the direction, taking it up and back. Keep breathing through, nearly down. Allow the circles to become smaller until you're back to your little circles. Push into the heels of the hands. And then come over to the side. Right hand down to the side. The left arm then comes alongside the ear. So really think about drawing the right ribs out from underneath, stretching through that left side. You want to look up underneath the left shoulder. Breathe, grow and expand into that left side. From here then, walk the hand a little bit further away. Push into the floor that little bit deeper, so really push that left sitting bone down. When you're ready, breathe in and wimble the arms over to the other side. So this time those left ribs are coming out from underneath. Allow the right arm to come up alongside the ear, breathe, grow and expand into the right side. When you're ready then, walk that hand a little bit further away. Push into the floor and then increase that stretch. When you're ready, breathe in and lift up. Your right hand, left and right together again, comes to your left knee. Left hand comes behind the tailbone. So really lift through the spine. Exhale then and twist, looking over the left shoulder. Breathe in and lift up. Exhale and increase the twist. When you're ready, breathe in and come back to centre. Other side. Left hand this time. My lefts and rights, Teresa, are awful, so I apologise. You notice that they all just move in the way that I mean, but I just don't know the same right. Okay, lift up. Exhale and twist. Again, breathe in and lift up. Exhale and deepen the twist. When you're ready then, breathe in and come back to centre. Take the feet in then together, so the soles of the feet together. Got really dead feet again today, sorry people. Take hold of the toes. I've had socks on all day, so it must be here. Blame it on. It's definitely me. Wiggle into the knees.
Let's start that again.
No, this is a nice clean hall. There's no preschool sounds today. Okay, then take the elbows into the corners of the knees. The hands then are going to take hold of the ankles. Now use your elbows to push the knees out. Try and stay nice and square through the torso rather than rounding through the back. When you're ready then, breathe in and lift up. We're going to take the legs out wide. So come into your straddle stretch. Don't know what difference it makes having it over that side, but it does to me today. Okay, so we are going to make little circles and then they're going to become bigger and bigger. So as they get bigger, you're coming wider over the feet and then back. So you're going to then need to use your abs to take you back and round. But we'll start small. So the little tiny movements work those muscles that are deep inside your core. So the ones that you don't see underneath the superficial ones. When you are ready. So keep the feet flexed. Make sure that the knees are pointing upwards and don't allow them to come in. So little circles. From here, then allow the circles to become bigger. And bigger still. So you're leaning right forwards and back. Now when you're ready, you're going to reverse that direction, so big circles the other way. And then slowly get smaller and less dynamic until you're back to your tiny little circles. When you're ready then, relax and release. Walk those fingertips forward, so you're going to come into a seated forward bend, wide leg forward bend. So this posture will look different for everybody. You may be comfortable up here, you may be able to come down onto the forearms, whatever works for you, or you may be able to almost get your head down there, Caitlin. So close, there she goes, good girl. So push those heels away, nice flex through the feet. Then when you're ready, slowly roll up. We're then going to point through the toes. Lift then the toes, the balls, the heels, push the heels away. Oh, I picked my nail varnish off, so I've only got my big toes painted. Point the toes. Lift the toes, the balls, the heels. I have got a friend who used to paint just the two middle toes if she wore pink toes, and then point through the toes, because they're the only toes that were seen. Lift the toes, the balls, the heels. Little bit of a tip trick for you if you're going out and don't want to do it all. Point those toes again. Lift the toes, the balls, the heels, push the heels away. Then bring the big toes in. Take the little toes out. Big toes come in. little toes out. Last one here, big toes in, little toes then out. When you're ready then, bring both legs straight in front of you. We are then going to bend into our left knee. Our right arm's going to wrap around that left knee. You're then going to breathe in, lift up with the left arm. Now as you exhale, twist around, taking the arm with you, head and shoulders following. So really squeeze then the left knee into the body. Lift through the spine, twist as deep as you can, and then note a place on the wall or behind you to where that hand is pointing to. So really note as far as you can twist round. Then when you're ready, breathe in, coming back to centre. Allow then the hand to drop. Now, I want you to close the eyes and visualise now only. So make no physical movement. Visualise the arm raising. Visualise only the arm turning round to the point you just reached. Then imagine as if you're 360, you can turn all the way round. The arm goes past the point you were previously at. Now visualise on the inhale, you come back to centre. Visualise on the exhale how you drop the arm back to your original position. Now inhale and open the eyes. Again, lift through the spine, lift the arm up. Exhale now, twist again. See then if you can go past the point you were previously at. Twisting through the central nervous system off the spine. Twisting into the digestive system. When you're ready then, breathe in and come back to centre. Relax and release back down. Did we all get further the second time? Clever, isn't it? Mind over matter. Meg, did you get further the second time? Splendid. Now you all know what's going to happen, so it's not quite as exciting on the other side. We're going to do the other side. So your left leg comes out, right leg comes in. So this time the left arm's going to hug that knee in. Inhale, lift the right. Exhale, twisting round. So again, lift through the spine, exhale and deepen that twist. Now really note where you're at. On the inhale, come back to centre. On the exhale, release back down, closing into the eyes. Now visualise only, lifting the arm back up. Visualise on the exhale, taking the arm round to the point you previously reached. And then again, going past that point, almost 360. Visualise then on the inhale, coming back to centre. On the exhale, releasing the arm back down. When you're ready then, breathe in, open the eyes, lift the arm. Exhale, twist yourself round. Hopefully past your point. When you're ready then, breathe in and come back to centre. Exhale, relax and release the arm back down. All more that time too? See, mind tricks. Okay, so both legs out straight now, flexing through the feet. We are going to breathe in, lift the arms up. Exhale now, flex forward towards the toes. It doesn't matter whether you touch them, we're just warming up at the moment. Now again, inhale, lift up. So really lift out of the pelvis, exhale, back down, a little bit deeper this time. Inhale, lift up. Last one here, exhale down. So really use that exhale to get a little bit deeper into your forward fold. We will revisit this posture later on in the class. So take note now where you are in this posture. Whether you're on the shins, the toes, the heels, wherever you are, take note. And at the end of the class, after the leg stretches, hopefully you'll find yourself a little bit deeper into those postures. So when you're ready then, slowly roll up. And we're going to come round onto our all fours position. So we're going to roll through our cat-cow stretches to mobilise the spine, and then come to lay on our tummies, to do some little back bends. So just low back bends, nothing too extreme. So in your all fours position, you want to spread and separate those fingers. The wrists are then underneath the shoulders. The knees are underneath the hips, hip distance apart. You're going to drop the head, drop the tailbone, and push up through the back of the shoulder blades into your cat stretch. So really feel the upper back stretching and opening. Now on the inhale, drop the belly to the mat, lift the head, lift the tailbone, looking up. Exhale again, drop the head, drop the tailbone, back up then to your cat stretch. Inhale, belly to the mat, lift the head, lift the tailbone, look up. And again, one more here, rolling through, drop the head, drop the tailbone, push up. Inhale, belly comes to the mat, lift the head, lift the tailbone, look up. And then when you're ready, relax and release. So we're going to come down to lay on our tummies in any way that works for you. We don't have any, even look to my notes. Mind you, when I have notes, they don't normally work. Okay, so little back bends to really get into the kidneys and the adrenal glands. And we love back bend because it's nice and opening. And opening through the chest centre, so it helps with breath practice as well. So we're first going to come up into our Sphinx pose. So I want you to keep the forearms and the hands on the mat as you raise up this time. Think about pushing the pubic bone into the mat, the fronts of the feet into the mat. Make sure that those feet are no further than hip distance back behind you. So when you're ready, breathe in and lift the chest centre up. Really push into the hands, push into the forearms. Couple of breaths here. Feel the openness through the throat. When you're ready, slowly relax back down. So we're going to come back up again into our Sphinx pose. When you're ready, breathe in and lift up. Really allow the breath to deepen. Exhale back down. So one more time here with the Sphinx pose before we go up to Cobra. Push into those hands, push into the forearms. When you allow that breath to deepen, feel the shoulder blades begin to retract down the back. When you're ready then, relax and release back down. So now just allow the head to lay on the hands for just a moment. Feel the shoulder blades then release out. From then, come back into the same position. Now this time, we're going to be lifting the forearms as well, so we're coming up into our cobra. I will show you from the side. So the hands are underneath the shoulders. Feet are exactly the same, no further than hip distance back behind you. You are then going to push into the floor, breathe in and lift up. So it's a deeper back bend this time. If it's too much, come back to your Sphinx. But lower down in between, don't jump. We're just coming up. So you can take it as high or as low as you want. You're going to bring the shoulders back and down. If you can straighten the arms, that's great. Just don't allow them to lock out. So you don't want to come up. And then if you see these bits of my arms, they're fine here, nice and straight. Just don't lock them out. All it does, it just disengages the muscles at the lower back. So when you are ready, we're going to hold the cobra now. Often we come up and we come back down, but we're going to hold it to really get the benefits. So when you're ready, push into the palms of the hands. Inhale, push up. Exhale, roll those shoulders down the back. So really point energy through the feet back behind you. Allow the breath to deepen. Feel the chest opening that little bit more than in the Sphinx. Feel the stretch through the front of the belly. You can take the gaze up, or if that's uncomfortable, you can look forwards. When you're ready, exhale down. And then again, inhale, push into the hands, lift up to your cobra. Roll the shoulders back and down. So if you can get a little bit deeper this time, that would be great. See if you can get a little bit more depth into your back bend. So we are going to lower back down. This time, those of you that want to can come up into your up dog, so lifting the legs. And we'll show you from the side. If you're happy in cobra, stay there. But if you want to, when you come up to your cobra, position the arms and then lift the legs. But again, that's absolute choice. You can stay in your cobra. That's why I've only done it once. One up dog, if you want to do it. Okay, so when you are ready, breathe in, lift up to your cobra. Roll the shoulders back and down. Those of you that want to push into their hands, lift the legs. Can't do it. Okay, relax and release back down.
I couldn't get mine off the floor if I tried.
Now everybody push yourself all the way up, all the way back to child's pose. So you're tucking the tailbone under towards the heels. Forehead comes to the mat. Stretch the hands as far forward as you can. Feel then the openness underneath each armpit, getting into the lymph nodes there. To stretch from the midbrain all the way down the central nervous system of the spine into the pelvis. And it's just a lovely restful pose. So when you're ready then, breathe in and lift up. Now we are going to come to stand, however you would like. Just come to stand. We are going to roll through our sun sails now, but a little bit different to normal, because mixing the pace of the sun sails helps to regulate the hormonal system and regulate belly fat, which we all love to regulate. And it's just really good for mixing the breath with movement. So, I'm going to put a song on. We never normally do it to the music. Today we're going to try. Meg, let me know how you get on, because we're mixing it up with the music. It might be slightly different on Zoom. So if it's a pain, just shout and we'll sort something out. If you don't want to move exactly with the music, it doesn't matter. If your breath doesn't match what I'm saying, it doesn't matter. Those of you that have been doing the sun sails for a long time or have done it previously and find that you click straight back into it, your breath may match, but it's not the be all and end all of everything. What I say and how we breathe, and don't hold it until you breathe it, just breathe what is for you. And the more practice you get, the more you do it, that's when it comes. So focus more on yourself and your body than what I'm saying. Which you should do most of the time. Okay, so we will start off with a slow sun sail. The same sequence then will be quick twice. I think, might be 3 times. It will go slow again, and then it's twice again quickly. Teresa, the sun sails are just 9 postures, so I will speak it out as we go. Take your time with it. The first one will be really slow, and then it's just repeated. So you'll start to notice when you see it that it's repeated here and here and here. I didn't learn the sun sails until I did my course, even though I did yoga for 6 years watching somebody else did it. I just did as I was told. I couldn't have repeated it, which is really bad, until I wrote it down. Okay, so we changed the song and see how this works. If it doesn't work, I literally only landed my Nike in on my way. So tell me to scrap it, I won't be offended. This one. Okay. Turn it up a tad. So stand at the front of your mat. When you're ready, breathe in, lift the arms up. Exhale, flex forward into your forward fold. Now the knees can be bent here. Hands come to shins, look forward. Take the shoulders in away from you. Exhale, come forward, step yourself back to your plank position. Now hold your plank. Drop the knees, drop the fronts of the feet. Squeeze the elbows in. You're going to lower the chin and the chest center down. And slide the legs back, coming up to that cobra. Beautiful. Lower back down. Tuck the toes, push up and back to downward dog. Now step forward to the front of the mat. Looking forwards. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees. Breathe in and lift up. Now we take it a bit faster. When you're ready, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step or jump to plank. Drop the knee. Lower the body down. Slide back. Lift up. Lower down. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. Step forward. Look forward. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees. Breathe in and lift up. I think I did it too slow the first time. Now we go slow. Breathe in and lift up. Exhale, flex forwards. Inhale, exhale the hands to the shins, look forward. Step or you can jump back to plank. Drop the knees or stay up in the plank if you want to. Lower the body down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step forward. Fold. Breathe in and lift up. Bring in your breath. Speed once again. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, step or jump to plank. Drop the knees, drop the fronts of the feet, lowering down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step forward or jump. Hands to shins. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees, breathe in and lift up. Bring in your breath.
Your story.
Heart center. Well, it's still fitted, but it definitely was different a little bit earlier. Okay, we sped through a little bit, we did a little bit slow. If at home you do practice it, that's it. It's a great song if you know what you're doing without somebody, or just write it down and follow it yourself. Great song to do slow, really spend time walking out your dog. The quick bits you can get 2 or 3 rounds in, slow it back down, and then another 2 or 3 rounds. It's a really good song to do it to in those mixed paces. Okay, now that the crazy weird bit's over, we will move on. So we're going to do some stretches now through the legs and in our pigeon pose. So, let me put our nice calm music back on again. Oh, I'm sweaty now. This is why we're sweaty when we came in. I was like, ooh, it's calm. Let's turn that back down. Okay, so we're going to come into our pigeon pose. So if you come down to the mat and then bring the left knee in then between the hands. So this position will look different because of the openness in the hips. So if people are higher, don't worry. If people are lower, don't worry. So you want to think about bringing the foot out of the way of your groin and then not sitting on that left hip. Stay nice and upright. Now use the front of the back foot to walk yourself deeper into your pigeon pose. Think then about rolling the shoulders back and down. Really open through the chest. Energy through the back foot. Keep breathing here. Really allowing that front hip to open up. So you've got the benefit of a little back bend here, as well as stretching through the hip. When you're ready then, I want you to walk the hands forwards. Your forehead then is going to come towards your mat. I've done it again. Every time I do the pigeon pose, my head is not on my mat. And when I've been teaching outside, that's not been pleasant, and I've not learned. So forehead comes towards the mat. Stretch those fingertips as far forwards then as you can. And then push the weight into the heels of the hands. So you're really pushing your weight back into that left hip. Think about the hips trying to be parallel to the mat. So they're nice and even. really direct your breath into that left hip. The more you breathe into the hip, the more it will open up. Stretching those fingertips forward, getting into those lymph nodes underneath the armpit. From here then, I want you to walk the hands back up. You might have like a little mat mark on your forehead, or the floor mark. Going to be really evil. If you don't want to do this bit, don't do it, you've got a mat mark. Don't have to do it if you don't want to. If you can, bend the back leg. Your right hand then is going to take hold of the front of the foot. Draw your shoulders then square to the front. Squeeze your foot into your bottom. Lovely, horrible stretch. Lovely and horrible in the same sentence. Right, now push the foot back into your hand. So really contract through that muscle. And then again, squeeze it in a little bit deeper. It's alright, we're just training your stretch receptors. Check out my words today. You can tell that I've rejigged everything in the children's yoga. Okay, when you're ready, allow gently to come back down. I can't remember what we're doing next. Oh yeah, we're going to come onto the other side.
Look at the leg.
Oh yeah, but you know, sometimes I go into a little flow, but it's not flowing today because it's a different class. Okay, so you're going to tuck those back toes under and then step back to plank. You can push back through those calves and then bring your right knee in between the palms of the hands. Drop the back knee, drop the front of the foot. So use the front of that back foot again. Wiggle yourself down. So again, make sure your foot is out of the way. Roll the shoulders back and down. Energy through that back foot. Look up. Really allow the breath to enter your open chest. When you're ready then, walk those hands forward. Oh, Meg's got a puppy. Little dog, beautiful. Okay, then allow the forehead to rest onto the mat. Stretch those fingertips forward. Then push the weight back, this time into that right hip. So again, think about the hips being nice and parallel to the mat. Think about melting the chest center down. Really sending that breath to the right side. Couple more breaths here. When you're ready then, walk the hands up. Take a look at all of your mat heads. Bend the back foot. Sorry in advance. Left hand takes the front of that left foot. So then square the shoulders to the front and have a squeeze. Lovely, horrible pain again. When you're ready then, push that foot back into the hand. Contract through the muscles. Make sure the shoulders are nice and square. Draw it back in. Joe, have you parted your hair differently today? It's really pretty. Not that it doesn't look good, it's really pretty. It's nice. Okay, gently relax and release back down. And then you can just come down however you want and wiggle out the legs if you need to. We're then going to move our mats to lengthways if you all have space. Stagger yourselves if you get too close, or you can just do it sideways on if you'd rather stay the way you are. It's only because we're sitting this way. Straps. They need free straps. They have been in my garage for a week, so they are clean. You've got one?
I've got one.
You two got one? Oh, that's right. They stay in my garage for a week and then they come back out, so they're always clean. Okay, so lovely, lovely leg stretches. Love this little sequence. It's very, very nice. So we are going to take left leg out first. Never decide which side first. So the left leg's going to come out to the side, and then your right foot's going to be in towards the groin. Now place your strap around. If you know you don't need it, don't worry about it. I know a lot of you have done this before. If you cannot comfortably touch your toes without rounding through the back, so don't want any rounding to get them, your shoulders away from the ears, and you can get them, then you won't need your strap. If not, just have it there waiting in the sidelines. So left hand is going to come onto your left shin. You're going to grace the floor then with the right hand. Take it up and back behind you. So here you don't want the hands to drop any further than shoulder height. Get nice and upright. Use the hand on your left shin to twist back and really open through the chest. Now you're going to grace the floor again with that right hand. Take it up, twist it back that little bit deeper. And again, sweep down, take it up and back behind you. So now flex through that left foot. Take your hands towards your toes or towards your strap. So that arm's going to come alongside the ear, the right arm, not alongside the face. So as we did in that warm-up, bring the ribs up and out from underneath. The arm shines then alongside the ear. So your hand is going towards your toes. So really stretch through the side of the body. Getting into these lovely bits. I forget what they're called, muffin tops or... Oh, there's lots of different names, isn't there? Is it muffin tops? I made that up.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
What's that handle?
That's it, one. There's many a name.
It is a muffin top.
Let's stretch them out. Let's slightly. Everybody feels it in different places, but it definitely stretches your love handles, muffin tops, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now breathe in and lift up. Turn the torso then to face your outstretched leg. We are going to lift up out of the pelvis. Now exhale forwards towards your toes or towards your straps. So if it makes you round through the upper body to get those toes, relax the shoulders and just take the strap. Think about the torso coming down towards the left thigh. The head coming down towards the shin and the ankle. So each exhale, get a little bit deeper. So again, breathe in and lift up. Exhale, get deeper into that posture. Then draw the muscle of the thigh up towards the hip. Push it down into the mat and see if that hinges you forwards a little bit more. When you're there ready then, breathe in and slowly lift up for the other side. So we're going to take the left foot into the groin and the right foot out to the side. Exactly the same sequence on the other side. You may or may not need your strap. You may have needed it the other side but not needed this side because we do tend to be more open one side than the other. So right hand this time is on the shin. We're going to grace the floor with that left arm. Twist and open up. Again, grace the floor. Take it up, twist it back a little bit deeper. And again, coming down, up. Really push against that shin to twist through the spine. Then when you're ready, flex that right foot. Your hand takes hold of the toes or of your strap. The left arm then comes alongside the ear. So again, think about those ribs coming out from underneath. Arm alongside the ear, not in front of the face. Breathe, grow and expand then into that left side. When you're ready, breathe it and lift up. Turn then to face your outstretched leg. So again, we're going to lift out of the pelvis. Exhale, flexing forward, taking hold of the toes or of your strap. So relax and release those shoulders down again. Whether you've got the toes or the strap, really relax the shoulders away from the ears. Each exhale, get that little bit deeper. Feel the lower back opening up. So again, breathe in and lift up. Exhale, deepen that stretch. Think then about pulling the muscle of the thigh up towards the hip. Pushing it down into your mat. See if that hinges you forwards that little bit more. When you're ready then, slowly release and come up. Taking both legs out in front of you. So flex through both feet. So again, you may or may not need your strap. If you need your strap, it can go around the balls of the feet. Just don't allow it to pull your feet in. So you still want to keep the feet out, keep the muscles of the legs engaged. However, if you can touch your toes, you don't need your strap. So when you're ready, breathe in and lift up. Really think about taking the torso up out of the pelvis. Now exhale, flex towards the toes. So we visited this posture early on in the class in the warm-up. So notice now how the posture feels. Whether you're deeper in the posture when we got into the hips in our pigeon pose, stretch out through our side bends. So we're all not only working the hormonal systems, but also working into the external body too. Then draw both thigh muscles this time up towards the hip. Push them down into the mat. See if that hinges you forwards just that little bit more. If you are right down, Kirsty, take your breath at the top of your back. You're like nearly doubled over. You can't breathe down here. So you just direct that breath out the top of the back. And then when you're ready, slowly uncurl. We're going to take the hands underneath the shoulders, come up into inclined plank, but purely for a counter pose. It's not about the strength of the posture. So lift the bottom up, point the toes down. So don't worry about going too high. You can take the head back. Just don't let it hang in the middle. Don't mind whether it's back or forwards, just not in the middle. And then when you're ready, relax and release back down. Okay, we're coming to lay on our backs into our fish pose. Love this pose. It's such a funny pose. And there is an option. If you don't want to take your head back, you can use blocks. Hence the blocks being here. So I will show you. You can then make your choice as to whether you want to use blocks or whether you want to do the pose. It is just an odd position. So it's nothing extreme with me saying you don't have to do it. It's just a bit an odd position. Some people might not find it comfortable. So move slightly to the side so you can see. We are going to start with our feet bent and hip distance apart. We're then going to lift the bottom and take the hands underneath. From here, you're going to slide the legs out one at a time. And then take the tops of the shoulders out. Then you're going to think about opening that chest. So really open it up and tuck the head back. Fish pose. But you want to think about pushing into the hands and the forearms so that your head's not taking the brunt. If you see there, now look at the difference. So essentially, my head's not holding it. It's the forearms and the hands. So you're really open through the chest centre. You want to push through the pads of the big toes so that the legs are engaged. Now, you want to open that chest to come out as well. If you don't want to be on your head, you don't have to be looking up and I was like, what is that? If you don't want to do that, I will help with blocks. Because you can have a block on your shoulders and then a block on your head. So it's opening slightly, but you've not got the pressure on your head. There shouldn't be pressure on your head, but if you're worried about your neck, then we can take the blocks and I'll come and help you position them. If you have, it's just it's a weird pose, right? But it's a really lovely pose and it really helps open up through the chest. And it's very calming and it's very lovely, and when you get in it, it feels more comfortable than it looks. So I'm going to talk you through it and watch so that I can see, just to make sure that everyone lifts their chest enough, and you'll notice your head just slips in then. So the chest needs to open and then the head moves. So it's not the neck doing the work, it's the chest that's opening. So when you are all ready,
my face enough.
lay on your backs with your knees bent, feet on the floor. So lift your bottoms up and place the hands then underneath your bottoms. Keep them nice and warm. So you can then release them back down onto the hands. Now slide one leg out at a time. And then roll out onto those upper shoulders. So really walk the shoulders out. So you lift it up. Sort of like this. They will have a slight bend in them when you lift it up. Joe's already there. So roll the shoulders out. Now lift and expand through the chest center. And then take the head back. Alright. What are you doing down here? Beautiful. That's it. Right. If you want to come out of it at any point, lift the chest to take the head out. So I'm wandering around helping people. So open the chest and then lift the head back. That's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. Keep breathing. Lovely, lovely. Try and take your elbows in ever so slightly.
What should be on the floor? Your shoulders or your my elbows or forearms?
Forearms, and so you need to push into the hands and the forearms.
Yeah.
Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift through the chest and then bend the head back. That's it. That's it. Yes. I like it. Yes, you lovely fishies. So keep breathing. If you need to come out at any point, lift the chest and allow. What are you doing with your hands behind your head? Right. Everybody else, if you need to come out, please do. Emma needs assistance. Right. Uncross your legs for a start. Get the legs back up. Come on. Do breathe if you need
Where am
to.
I going?
Feet up.
Right.
Hip width apart. Little bit bigger. There you go. Hands under your bum. Concentrate. Right, one leg out at a time. Now you've got an audience, silly. One leg out at a time. We know what happened last time we had an audience. Don't break anything. Okay, now roll the shoulders so you're walking out. You know when you go to a bridge and you move them out? Just walk around like this. Show me your lovely breasts. Well, I'll come back to you in a minute. Take a moment before we finish.
Like, get my arm. Like that?
Yeah. Now roll on out onto the end. That's it. Then open your chest and then lift your head. Right, lift up. You are having blocks. Lift up a little bit more. There you go. Pat you on the head then as well.
Now stay there.
Yes. Good job.
That just made me cry, I'm just saying.
Okay, when you are ready, those of you that are still in the lovely posture, actually if you can hold it, I'd like to take a picture. I'm cutting them out. So if you'd like to go back into your fish for a picture, I can take a picture. Beautiful fish. That's all to do. Okay, now lift through the chest, release the head, and relax back down. Draw the knees then into the chest. Give them a squeeze. You have a nice little nap there, yeah. Yes.
Oh,
See?
what did you say?
I was trying. Oh, crikey. Right, rock from side to side. Now you can stay in that position because we're going to twist. You might as well have just had that. Okay, so stay in that position with your knees bent. And we are going to twist both knees to the side at a time. So take the arms out to the side. This is nice and restorative. Bring both knees then to the left side. Keeping the right shoulder blade in contact with the mat. Take a few breaths here, enjoying the twist through the body.
Tell me
fine. Breathe in, lift both knees up to the middle. Take them over then to the other side. So making sure this time that the left shoulder blade is in contact with the mat. And you can take the gaze down the left arm. When you're ready then, coming back to centre. I will show those of you who want to go up into shoulder stand, but I'm not staying up there because it is my lovely lady time of the month and you're not supposed to do inversions. So I'm going to show you up there. Those of you that want to do it, I'll talk you then into it. Those of you that don't, we're going to find a space on the side of the wall, take the legs up the wall. So who's coming to legs up the wall and who is shoulder standing? Legs up the wall, hands up. Okay, I'll come back there with you then. Joe, can you come this end, if that's all right? Yeah, thank you. So, for our shoulder stand, you're going to rock the knees back to the forehead. Take the hands then to the lower back. And this may be enough, you can stay here. Or you can straighten into the legs, moving the hands down the back, coming up, my head stuck, into shoulder stand. So we're not going to go over into plow, we're going for the inversion. Your chest, your chin is tucked into your chest to take the breath out the back. To come out, you'll take the knees to the forehead and then gently roll yourself back down, all the way up. Okay? So take yourself up into shoulder stand.
This is the last posture because my battery's going to die.
Yeah, there's relaxation, but I'll record it on one.